Hello friends and my dear students, I welcome you all to my channel. I hope you are all well and your studies are also going on well. In this part 5 video, I will solve the MCQ problems, that is question number 1 to question number 8 of the concept practice problem set number 1 on the chapter of mensuration. In the previous video part 4, I had given the link of the PDF of the concept practice problem set number 1. So in this video, in this part 5 video, I will solve only the MCQ problems, that is problem number 1 to problem number 8. This video is part of the playlist CBSE Maths for class 7 following the textbook of author RS Aggarwal. If you are new to my channel or not yet subscribed, and if you are watching my videos regularly and my videos are beneficial to you, then I strongly suggest and request that you please support me by subscribing to my channel. And also do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. So let's get started in solving concept practice problem set number 1 on the chapter of mensuration, where I will solve question number 1 to question number 8. Okay, so I have kept the formulas and key concepts of the topics that I have discussed so far, that is the area, perimeter and diagonal of square and rectangle, and the area of 4 walls of a room. Based on these concepts, the problems has been designed for set 1 concept practice problems. Okay, so let's start solving the problems. Question number 1 says a rectangular field has length and breadth in the ratio 16:9. If the perimeter is 750 meter, then its area is. Okay, so the length and breadth are, the ratio of length and breadth are is given 16:9. So so we will apply the concept of solving problems on ratio and proportion. So let L be equal to 16x and 16x meter, since the perimeter is given in meter, 16x meter, and let the breadth be 9x meter. This is based on the given ratio, parts of the given ratio, that is 16:9. Okay, so this implies the perimeter P will be, for a rectangle, the perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth. This is equal to 2 multiplied by 16x plus 9x meter, which is equal to 19x plus 16x plus 9x is 25x. 25x into 2 is 50x. So 50x meter is the perimeter. So this implies the perimeter is already given to be 750 meter. So we can say 50x is equal to 750. This implies x is equal to 750 divided by 50. This is equal to 15. So x is 15. Remember, x is not 15 meter, but it is 15. Okay, so this implies L, length is 16x meter, which is equal to 16 multiplied by 15 meter. 16 multiplied by 15 meter. Okay, and what will be breadth? Breadth is 9x meter, which is equal to 9 multiplied by 15 meter. I am not calculating 16 multiplied by 15 and 9 multiplied by 15. I am leaving it as it is, so that it might help in calculating the area. Okay, so the problem is asking to find the area of the rectangular field. So the area will be equal to length into breadth, which is equal to 16 multiplied by 15 multiplied 16 multiplied by 15. Length is 16 multiplied by 15 and breadth is 9 multiplied by 15, this much meter square. This is equal to anyway, I think we have to do the calculation. Okay, so 16 multiplied by 9 is 54, and 144 multiplied by 15 multiplied by 15 is 225. So this much meter square, and this is equal to, let's calculate 225 multiplied by 144, 20, 10, 9, 0, 0, 9 and 2, 2, 5, which is 0, 0, 14, 10, 32400. So 32400 meter square. So this is the area of the rectangular field, and hence the correct choice is choice C is the correct choice. Okay, let's do the problem number 2. The breadth of a rectangular field is 60% of its length. If the perimeter of the field is 800 meter, then its area is. This question is almost very similar to the question number 1. In question number 1, the ratio of length and breadth was given. This time in question number 2, the breadth is given to be 60% of length. Okay, so since it is given breadth of a rectangular field is 60% of length, so let length L be equal to x meter. Since the perimeter is given in meter, so we must assume the length and breadth, the length to be in meter. So let's say the length is x meter. So this implies breadth is given to be 60% of its length. So it will be 60% of x, this much meter. This is equal to 60 by 100 multiplied by x, this much meter. And this is equal to, after simplifying 60 by 100, it will be 3 by 5. So this is 3x by 5 meter. Breadth is 3x by 5 meter, and as per our assumption, length is x meter. So this implies perimeter will be 2 into length plus breadth, which is 2 multiplied by length is x and breadth is 3x by 5, this much meter. This is equal to 2 multiplied by x plus 3x by 5. X plus 3x by 5 after simplifying becomes 8x by 5, this much meter, which is equal to 16x by 5 meter. Now the perimeter of the field is given to be 800 meter. So we can say then 16x by 5 is equal to 800. This implies x is equal to 800 multiplied by 5 divided by 16. This is equal to 4. 16 will divide 800 with 50. So 250. Okay. Remember, x is not 250 meter but 250. So this implies L, the length is 250 meter, and the breadth will be equal to 3x by 5, 3x by 5 meter, which is equal to 3, x is 250, 3 multiplied by 250 by 5 meter, which is equal to 150 meter. Okay. So now it is asking the area. So the area will be equal to length multiplied by breadth, which is equal to 250 multiplied by 150, this much meter square. This is equal to how much is 25 multiplied by 15? 125 and 25, this is 375. So this is 37500 meter square. So 37500 meter square is the area of the rectangular field, and hence the correct choice is choice B. B is the correct choice. Okay, let's see the next problem. Question number 3. The ratio between the length and perimeter of a rectangular plot is 1:3. What is the ratio between the length and breadth of the plot? The ratio between the length and perimeter of a rectangular plot is 1:3. Okay. So what is perimeter? If we consider L as small l as the length and small b as the breadth, perimeter is, we know, 2 into length plus breadth. Okay. The ratio between the length and perimeter of a rectangular plot is 1:3. So it is given that length L is to P is equal to 1:3. So this implies L by P is equal to 1/3. This implies L by what is P? P is 2 into length plus breadth is equal to 1/3. Now, if we cross multiply, we get 3L is equal to 2 into L plus B. This is equal to twice L plus twice B. So we have 3L is equal to 2L plus 2B. If I bring the L terms to the left hand side, I have 3L minus 2L is equal to 2B. This implies L is equal to twice B. So it is, we have found the length is 2 times the breadth. So the problem has asked what is the ratio between the length and breadth of the plot. So from here we can say length by breadth will be equal to 2. So this implies the ratio of length and breadth is equal to 2:1. So 2:1 is the correct. So choice B is the correct choice. Okay, let's do the next problem. Question number 4 says a door of dimensions 3 meter by 2 meter is fitted in a wall. The dimensions of the whole wall is 10 meter by 9 meter. The cost of whitewashing the wall at the rate of rupees 16 per meter square is. Okay, so we have a wall, and inside the wall there is a door. So definitely the door will not be painted. The wall without the door will be painted. So we have to find the net area of the wall that need to be painted, which is the area of the wall minus the area of the door. So let's see what is the area of door. Area of door, let's say it be A1 is equal to, the dimension of the door is given as 3 meter by 2 meter. So the area will be 3 meter by 2 meter, means length is 3 meter and width is 2 meter. So the area will be 3 multiplied by 2 meter square. This is 6 meter square. Okay, and area of wall. So this time it is talking about a single wall. So the area of the wall, let's say the area of the wall be A2 is equal to, the dimension of the wall is given to be 10 meter by 9 meter. So length is 10 meter and breadth is 9 meter. So the area will be 10 multiplied by 9 meter square, which is 90 meter square. So therefore net area of wall need to be painted net area, let the net area that need to be painted be capital A, it will be A minus A2, which is it will be A2 minus A1, since the area of the wall is A2. It will be A2 minus A1, which is 90 meter square minus 6 meter square. This is 84 meter square is the net area of the wall that need to be painted. Now the not painted but whitewashing. Now the cost of whitewashing is given to be rupees 16 per meter square. So cost of 1 meter square whitewashing, the rate is given to be, the rate of whitewashing is given to be rupees 16 per meter square, which means that it will cost rupees 16 to whitewash an area which is 1 meter square. So cost of 1 meter square whitewashing is rupees 16. So this implies we have to find the cost of whitewashing the net area. So cost of the net area is 84. The cost of 84 meter squared whitewashing will be, I am applying a unitary method. So it will be rupees 16 multiplied by 84. This is rupees, how much is 16 multiplied by 84? 84 multiplied by 16, 24, 50, and then 84, 4, 4, 13. So rupees 1344. This should be the cost of whitewashing the wall, that is the wall without the door. So the correct choice is choice D, rupees 1344. Okay, let's do the next problem. Question number 5. The ratio between the length and breadth of a rectangle is 3:2. The ratio of numerical values of its perimeter and area is 5:9. What is the breadth of the rectangle? What is the breadth of the rectangle? Now, since no unit is given, no information of unit is given in the problem, but you can see the choices are in meters. So we will have to assume that from the ratio of length and breadth, we will have to assume the length and breadth in meters. So based on the ratio of 3:2, let a length be equal to 3x meter and breadth be equal to 2x meter. Okay. Okay. So now it is saying that the ratio of numerical values of its perimeter. So what is perimeter? Perimeter is 2 into length plus breadth, which is 2 multiplied by 3x plus 2x, this much meter, and this is equal to 2 multiplied by 5x, which is 10x. 10x meter is the perimeter. And what is the area? Area will be length into breadth, which is 3x multiplied by 2x, this much meter square, which is equal to 6x square meter square. Now it is given that the ratio of numerical values of its perimeter and area, the ratio 5:9, it is not the ratio of perimeter and area, because the unit of perimeter is in meter and the unit of area is in meter square. So we cannot usually we usually talk about ratio of two similar quantities of two quantities of same kind and same unit. When we talk about the ratio of two quantities A and B, then the quantity A and B must be of same kind and same unit. But please note that perimeter and area, they are of not same kind. and also therefore their unit are also different. So that is the reason the problem is saying the ratio of numerical values. It is only saying that the ratio of only the numerical values of perimeter and area is 5:9. Okay, so this implies that what is the numerical value of perimeter? Numerical value of perimeter. So numerical value, it is given that numerical value of P divided by numerical value of A is equal to 5:9. This is given. Now what is numerical value of P? By numerical value of P means we will ignore its unit. We will only take the value, which is the P is 10x meter. So we will ignore the meter. So the value will be 10x. Similarly, for area, numerical value of area will be 6x square is equal to 5/9. This implies the left hand side 10x by 6x square. If you simplify, we will have 5/3x. If you simplify 10x by 6x square, it is 5/3x. So we have 5/3x is equal to 5/9. So this implies, so 5/3x is equal to 5/9. This is a linear equation. This can be reduced to a linear equation in x. So by doing cross multiplication, we will have 15x is equal to 45. This implies x is equal to 45/15, which is 3. X is 3. This implies that what is the question? What is the breadth of the rectangle? Okay, so the breadth of the rectangle will be B is equal to 2x meter, which is equal to 2 into x. X is 3 meter. This is equal to 6 meter. So the breadth of the rectangular plot or the rectangle is 6 meter, and hence the correct choice is choice A. Okay, let's do problem number 6. If each side of a rectangle is increased by 50%, its area will increase by. If each side of a rectangle means length and breadth. So if both the length and breadth are increased by 50%, we have to find then how much the area is increasing. Okay, so let's say before increase area is equal to length into breadth, where L and B are, L is the length and B is the breadth of the rectangle before they were increased. Okay. After increase of 50%, that is when both the length and breadth are increased by 50%, what do we have? Let's say after increase the new length be L dash. Now L dash, you may not be familiar with L dash. L dash is, you can consider L dash as another variable. Usually we use small letters to denote unknown variables. L dash is similar to, L dash is something, by L dash we mean that it is L but a different value of L, or you can say a modified value of L. So L dash is referring the length of the rectangle after it has been increased by 50%. So what will be L dash? L dash is 50% more than L. Now here you will have to use your concept of percentage. So when some quantity is increased by 50%, it means that the new value becomes 50% more than the original one. So 50% L dash will be, that is a new length, will be 50% more than L. This is nothing but 100 plus 100 plus 50% of L. 50% more means 100 plus 50% of L. Now this is 150% of L. This is 150 by 100 multiplied by L, and this after simplification, after simplifying 150 by 100, it will be 3L by 2. So the new length is 3L by 2. Similarly, we will see, since both the length and breadth has been increased by 50%, we will have, let's say, B dash refers to the new breadth after the original breadth was increased by 50%. So this will be 50% more than B. And as usual, as similar to the increase of length, you can see that B dash will also be equal to 150% of B, which is equal to 3B by 2. Okay. Now what will be the area? What will be the area after both length and breadth has been increased by 50%? Let's say the new area be A dash. A dash will be L dash multiplied by B dash, which is equal to 3L by 2 multiplied by 3B by 2, which is equal to 9 by 4 L into B. So the original area was L into B, and the area after the length and breadth was increased by 50% is 9 by 4 L into B. So definitely 9 by 4 LB is greater than LB. Now the question has asked by what percent the area will increase. Okay. So increase in area, increase in area is equal to A dash minus A, which is 9 by 4 LB minus LB. LB means L into B. This is equal to, after simplifying, 5 LB by 4. Okay. This is the increase in area. Okay. So we have to find by what percent the area has increased. So therefore, percent by which area is increased. Now the area has increased by 5 LB by 4. Now to find, so now we have to find what is the percentage, what percentage of the original area, that is LB, is 5 LB by 4. So percentage by which area is increased will be equal to 5 LB. So this is the increase in area. This is the increase in area based on the original area, which is LB, and then multiplied by 100, this much percentage. Okay. This is equal to LB will get cancelled out. We will have 5 multiplied by 100 divided by 4, this much percentage. This is equal to 125 percentage. 100 divides 4 divides 100 by with 25, and 25 multiplied by 5 is 125. So there is an increase of 125% of the area. Hence the correct choice is choice B. Okay, let's do the next problem. The length and breadth of a square are increased by 40% and 50%. The length and breadth of a square. The length and breadth of a square is same. Why is it saying length and breadth of a square? Anyway, the length and breadth of a square are increased by 40% and 50% respectively. The area of the resulting rectangle exceeds the area of the square by. So initially there was a square. Sorry. So initially, let's say this was the square. The length and breadth of a square are increased by 40% and 50%. Okay, I think so. We know that initially the length of each side of the square was a. So basically, a square is another rectangle where the length and breadth are equal. So let's say, okay, so now from this square, the length, let's say this is the length and this is the breadth. Okay, so okay. So the length and breadth of a square are increased by 40% and 50%. Okay. So what? Okay. So what will be the dimension of the rectangle? So clearly we can see that when one side of the square is increased by 40% and the other side, that is, if you consider in this square, this is length and this is breadth, even though for a square L will be equal to B, but just for the sake of discussion, let's say this side is length and this side is B, breadth. So L is increased by 40%. L is increased by 40% and B is increased by 50%. So definitely it will become a rectangle. It will become a rectangle. So let's say after after L is increased, by 40% and B is increased by 50%, it will then become a rectangle. It will become a rectangle. It will become a rectangle where in the rectangle, the length L will be equal to 40% more of A, as we are assuming that the side length of the square was A. Okay, and the B, what will be B? Let's say this is B, breadth of the rectangle. This will be 50% more than A. So for the rectangle, the L will become, that is the length will become 40% more of A, which means 40% more means 140% of A, which is equal to 140 by 100 multiplied by A, which after simplification will be 7A by 5. 7A by 5 will be the length of the rectangle, and its breadth will be 50% more than A, that is 150% of A, which is equal to 150 by 100 multiplied by A. This after simplification will be 3A by 2. 3A by 2. So the square was having side length of A, and when the length and breadth of the square was increased by 40 and 50%, we are having a rectangle where the length is 7A by 5 and the breadth is 3A by 2. Okay, so area Now we have to compare the area of the square and the rectangle. Area of square, let's say this be A1 is equal to A square, and area of rectangle, let's say the area of the rectangle be A2, this will be equal to 7a by 5 multiplied by 3a by 2. This is equal to 21 by 10 a square. So 21 by 10 a square is definitely more than a square. So area has increased, in the area of the rectangle is more. So the question was, the area of the resulting rectangle exceeds the area of the square by how much percentage? Okay. So A2 minus A1 is equal to 21 by 10 a square minus a square, which is equal to 11 by 10 a square. So this is so by 11 by 10 a square is the amount by which the area of the rectangle is more than the area of the square. So percentage increase of area then will be equal to 11 by 10 a square. This is the area by which the area of the rectangle is more than the area of the square, and the percentage increase will be based on the area of the square, and the area of the square is a square, and this multiplied by 100, this much percentage. This is equal to 11 multiplied by 100 divided by 10, and this is equal to 110 percentage. So the area of the rectangle is 110% more than the area of the square, and we do not have any choice of 110. The area of the resulting rectangle exceeds the area of the square by, let me see if I have done anything wrong while doing the calculation of percentage. So initially we were having a square where the length and breadth were both equal to a. Okay. So when length was increased by 40%, we are having the length of the rectangle will be 40% more than a. 40% more, not 40% more, not of a, but more than a, which is equal to 140% of a, which is equal to 140 by 100 multiplied by a, which is equal to 2725. Okay, 7a by 5. Fine. The length of the rectangle will be 7a by 5, and the breadth of the rectangle will be 50% more than a, which is 150% of a, which means 150 by 100 into a, which means 3a by 2. This is fine, 3a by 2. So the area of the square was a square, and the area of the rectangle becomes 7a by 5 multiplied by 3a by 2, which is 21 by 10 a square. So the difference in the area, that is the difference in the area of rectangle and square, is a2 minus a1, which is 21 by 10 a square minus a square, which is 11 by 10 a square. 11 by 10 a square. Uh, 11 by 10 a square. So the percentage increase of area will be 11 by 10 a square divided by a square multiplied by 100, which is 11 into 100 by 10, which is 110 percentage. I don't know the choices. My answer is not matching with any of the choices. The length and breadth of a square are increased by the length and breadth of a square, why it is saying the length and breadth of a square are increased by 40% and 50% respectively, the area of the resulting rectangle exceeds the area of the square by the length and breadth of a square by square. If I assume that in the problem it is given, there is a mistake in the problem. If I assume that the length and breadth of a rectangle are increased by 40% and 50% respectively, then the area of the resulting rectangle exceeds by how much percentage? If I consider that to be the problem, then will be, then also the answer will be same, because area of the initial original rectangle will be LB and the area of the rectangle after the length and breadth was increased by 40% and 50% would be 21 by 10 LB. Even then the percentage increase will be same. Let me quickly check if I have correctly copied the question or not. Please give me few minutes. %. Yes, the length and breadth of a square are increased by 40% and 30%. Oh, sorry. Okay, so it was not 50%, but it is 30%. Sorry. So this will be 30%. I'm very sorry. This is 30%. Okay. So this is so. This will be no, not sorry, not 40% is okay. This is 30%. This is 30%, 30%, 40% and 30%. Okay. So length will be 140% of 140% of A, which is 7A by 5. That is fine. And breadth will be 130%. 30% more means 130%. So this will be 13 by 10. This will be 13 by 10. 13 by 10 A will be the breadth. Okay. So the area of the rectangle will be 13 A by 10. Okay. And this is equal to 7 by 5A multiplied by 13A by 10 is 91 by 50 A square. 91 by 50 A square. So the difference in area will be 91 by 50. 91 by 50 A square minus A square, which will be equal to 41 by 50 A square. So the difference of the area of the rectangle is 41 by 50 A square more than the area the area of the square. So now so the percentage increase of area will be 41 by 50 A square divided by A square multiplied by 100. So this becomes 41 multiplied by 100 divided by 50 percentage. This is equal to 82 percentage. So the area of the rectangle is 82% more than the area of the square, and hence the correct choice is D. Okay, let's do the last problem. Question number 8. So a figure is given. Three squares A, B and C are lined up horizontally. Square A, B, C are lined up horizontally. The areas of A, B and C are 9 centimeter square, 16 centimeter square and 25 centimeter square respectively. Then the length of the line segment XY is. Okay, so ABC, so you can see the base of all the squares are on a straight line. So you can consider that ABC are the name of the squares, but let's say if so this point, that is the bottom left corner of the smallest square is X, and the top rightmost corner of the largest square, that is the rightmost square, is Y. We have to if we join XY, we have to find the length of XY. Now let me draw it again. So we have, so basically what do we have is, we have the bases of all the three squares are on a same line, and we have the smallest square, let's say this is the smallest square, and then we have the next bigger square, and then we have the largest square. Okay, so this point is X and this point is Y, and we have to find the length of the line segment XY. Okay, now please understand one thing, that if I extend the top, if I extend this side of the largest square to the left hand side, let's say I am extending the topmost side of the largest square this way, and if I extend the leftmost edge of the smallest square upwards, then the figure form this quadrilateral, that is AX, and let's say this point be B, then AX BY will be a rectangle. AX BY will be a rectangle. AX BY is a rectangle. Let's say this point B. Okay, so AX BY will be a rectangle. Now what will be the length of this, length and breadth of this rectangle AX BY? So the length, let's say this is the length of the rectangle thus formed, that is the length of the rectangle AX BY. So I have extended the topmost side of the largest rectangle to the left hand side, and I have extended the leftmost side of the smallest square upwards, and they are intersecting at the point A. Then definitely we will have AX BY will be a rectangle, and the length, let's say the length is L, and this height will be the breadth. Now what will be, can we find, do we know L and B? We can easily find L and B. What will be L? L is equal to the sum of, since all these figures are squares, ABC are squares, L will be equal to side of A plus By side, I mean the length of the side of square A, side of B plus side of C. That is the sum of the lengths of the three squares will be the sum of the length of each side of all the squares will be the length of the rectangle. And what will be the breadth of the rectangle? It will be equal to the side of the largest square, that is C. Okay. Now we can easily find, since the area of all the squares A, B, C are given, we can easily find the side of each squares A, B and C. Okay. So what is side of, that is by side I mean the length of side of square A. Side of A, we know that if the area of a square is given, its side is square root of the area. You can refer the formulas and key concepts on the left hand side. So the side of A will be square root of 9 this much centimeter, since the area of the smallest square, that is A, is given to be 9 centimeter square, and the middle square, the area of the square B is given to be 16 centimeter square, and the area of square C is given to be 25 centimeter square. So this is equal to 3 centimeter. Similarly, side of B will be equal to square root of 16 centimeter, which is equal to 4 centimeter, and side of C is equal to square root of 25 centimeter, which is equal to 5 centimeter. So this implies L, that is the length of the rectangle form, that is the rectangle AXBY, will be equal to 3 plus 4 plus 5 this much centimeter, which is equal to 12 centimeter. And what is breadth of the rectangle AXBY? It is the side of the largest square, that is the side of the square C, which is equal to 5 centimeter. So we know the length and breadth of the rectangle AXBY. Now what is XY? XY is nothing but the diagonal of the rectangle AXBY, because X and Y are the two opposite vertices of the rectangle AXBY. So XY will be the diagonal of the rectangle AXBY. So XY is equal to the diagonal, which we know for a rectangle is square root of L square plus B square, that is square root of the sum of the squares of the length and breadth, which is equal to L is, we have found to be 12. So 12 square plus 5 square, this much centimeter. This is equal to square root of 144 plus 25 centimeter. This is equal to square root of 169 centimeter, and this is equal to 13 centimeter. So the length of the line segment XY is 13 centimeter, and hence the correct choice is C is the correct choice. But accidentally, instead of in the problem, instead of choice C, it seems I have written 9. This will be choice C. Anyway, so the correct choice is choice C. Okay, so with this it comes to an end in solving the first 8 problems of set number 1 of concept practice problems on the chapter of mensuration. I will solve in the next video. I will solve in the part 6 video. I will solve the next problem, that is question number 8, which is, I guess, fill in the blanks problem. So question 8 has 5 parts. They are all fill in the blanks, and then in the next to next video, that is video part number that is part 6, I will solve the last problem, that is question number 9, which are true false statements. So I hope solving these problems will give you a good insight of how to apply the concepts of area, perimeter, diagonal of square and rectangle, and the area of four walls of a room to solve this kind of problem. As you can see that concepts from other chapters like ratio and proportion, percentages, and solving linear equation in one variable, this will be heavily used while solving this kind of problem. So as and when you are studying some chapter, you are completing a chapter, to solve problems from those chapter, your knowledge and concept of the previous chapters should be also very clear and sharp. Only then you will be able to solve the problems from the later chapters. So if this video was beneficial, please like it, share it with your friends, and once again please support me by subscribing to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon so that you will be notified by my future videos. I will end the video here. Thanks for watching, and until the next video, take care and bye.